KCRG, I'm Steve Smith on KIX 102.5.
Chance of rain and storms to continue, though we'll see gradually clearing skies with sunshine in the afternoon and highs in the upper 80s. Mostly clear skies and low 70s for tonight. Sunny and breezy and 87 for Tuesday. Could bring some severe storms overnight on Tuesday and into Wednesday as we see a high near 75.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing light to moderate rainfall across a lot of the 4 states.
68 in Miami, 64 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Baylor from Neosho.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Baylor. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page and click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
Hardy's coming to the Walmart amp on May 30th.
That's why we're giving you the chance to win tickets.
Just text the word tickets to 417-623-1025 to get entered to win.
And we'll find out who the winner is in just 16 minutes.
It's Jason Aldean
on KIX 102.5.
Good morning. Morning, friends. How's it going?
France watching?
Friends. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Megan, I almost messaged you this weekend.
So you dodged a bullet there.
Rude. I was just
I'm in
going
here looking like this and had to do something. I did somehow find time to watch all of Outer Range, the second season. The show just got weirder and weirder.
In a good way or not in a good way?
The story in and of itself is a crazy, strange story, but that's not the weirdness factor. The weirdness factor is the characters. The characters and the actors playing them are just psycho level weird. I mean, this one guy sits for like 10 minutes and has a conversation with all these stuffed owls on the wall of this house. Why there are stuffed owls. I mean, there's like 50 of them all on little, taxidermied owls in this house. And he has a conversation with them for the longest time before killing his brother.
How do they know what you do on a Friday night?
Weird.
Megan says that was an okay weekend. That doesn't sound real promising. I had a real productive weekend. So
Get your stuff moved finally?
we've been moved, Randy.
Whatever, Jen. Did you get unpacked from
I tell you, we had our home inspector on Thursday.
Sure you did. I think you've got to have your boxes unpacked before you do.
You got to see Kathy on Saturday?
Oh, yeah, I did. She came by and said, I'm sorry, Kathy. She came by and said hi her and her husband, while I was at the Joplin Memorial Run for 5 hours. Not that Kathy came by for 5 hours. I was over there for 5 hours. So it was a very long morning. I didn't feel really like I had much of a weekend. It was work.
I hate that feeling.
I went to bed early on Saturday night.
What's wrong with you?
Because I was tired. I was so worn out.
I went to bed at 8:30 last night.
Got the pool open. Sorta.
Look at this baby. Look at the baby. She's so cute. Look at the baby. Did a lot of people show up for the last one, Megan's asking?
Depends on what you mean. What do you mean, Megan? Runners or spectators?
Both.
Spectators, no, I don't think so. I didn't see hardly anyone except race and race-involved people along the route.
Yeah.
Now, that could have been different. I didn't get to see the whole route, but all along the start, which was Joplin Avenue, that whole Joplin Avenue down to 19th Street was the start of the race.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. Now, there were a lot of runners, way more than they've had in years past.
Good.
So each one, the craziest thing, they had a 5K, a 10K, and then they had a half marathon. and they had a kids run somewhere else. I don't know where that was. Well, they all left at the same time. Okay. And then they diverged different routes. So the half marathon went this way, the 5 and 10K went this way, and then it split off at another point.
That's confusing.
It was a little bit, but they had different color tags that they wore. So 1 hour into the whole race, we saw our first marathon runner coming back. So they went all around town and then came back up that way to the end. 1 hour.
That's insane.
13 miles in 1 hour. Because when I first saw him, and they had two bicyclists going, and they're pedaling hard to keep up with him. And two bikers tracking him the whole way. And they went by, and I was like, no way. There is no way. Because we were just beginning to see some of the 5Kers come back.
Yeah.
Seen a few of them running back that way. That was crazy. And we didn't see another marathon runner for almost 20 minutes.
I bet.
Second place. But that's all right, because some of them took all the way until like almost 10:30 to get through there.
Yeah. Morning, Gary Crow.
Morning, Gary.
Sarah says they swam last night. Jealous. It was a good day for swimming.
You could have. Not my pool, though.
Yeah, not your pool.
Yeah, and I've talked to a lot of people who have opened their pools that said they discovered this. Usually when I open my pool, the water is clear. There's stuff at the bottom, a little dirt and stuff that I have to go in and get out. But it's usually pretty clear. This year when I opened it, it was as green as Kool-Aid.
Yikes.
And I've talked to some other pool owners who said they had the same problem. And there's a real high algae content in the rain. So rain is produced in a weird way. Water is collected through dew, through evaporation. But a lot of algae and algae particles can be carried in that evaporate.
Which then rains and makes corn and whiskey.
Produces, yeah. So that's got to be the reason for that.
We gotta go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
A chance of rain and storms to continue, though we'll see gradually clearing skies for sunshine in upper 80s in the afternoon. It's 65 in Joplin.
Got another chance of thunderstorms late on Tuesday and Tuesday night that we'll tell you more about in about 15 minutes.
But we're getting you signed up to win tickets to go see Hardy at the Walmart Amp on May 30th, which is like a week from Thursday.
All you have to do is text the word tickets to 623-1025 to get signed up.
And we're going to find out who the winner is in just 10 minutes.
Here's Rodney Adkins
on the 4 States Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5.
Jeremy says probably from the rain.
Did you refresh your weather forecast?
Just saw that. Yep. Kathy says there were some spectators on 20th.
Were there? When you say some, what are you talking, Kathy?
Well, now she said be back later. So.
Oh, never mind. That could be Weird Uncle Bill and his dog Rags.
Rags. All righty. We'll give it another minute or two and then.
I want to hear this.
Megan says she's been collecting more rocks for a project.
Oh, good deal.
What you working on?
A wall.
All right.
Probably because of rain. It didn't rain, Jimmy.
I mean, she's saying the algae.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I think.
When do you get your puppy, Sarah? It's got to be soon, isn't it? Okay, where did it go? There it is. Okay, I'm turning it off. Okay, fine. Are you selecting a winner or am I? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta get the thing.
Who's what?
Whew. Okay, is it the...
Hey, Nicole, are you awake yet? Oh, you're already at work.
sorry.
Where do you work,
Wow.
Nicole? Oh, well then you'll get in trouble for being on the phone, won't you? Oh my gosh. So we're gonna have to disguise your name and all that when we play this back on the air, right? Well, it may be a very worthwhile cause because we're letting you know
that you have just won tickets to go see Hardy.
Yeah, he's going to be in concert at the Walmart Arkansas Music Pavilion with Kip Moore and Travis Standing on May 30th, but you knew that already, right?
Tell us who's the Four States Concert Connection.
Slow down.
Tell us who's the Four States Concert Connection.
Say KIX 102.5. There we go. A little bit of effort, but we got it. We got to get a little more information from you, Nicole, so hold on just a second.
I think I just need your street address, it looks like, Nicole. In Fort Scott. And your email is summer2004nb@yahoo.com. All right. So the way that the Walmart Amp likes to do things is they do digital tickets through their app. So you're going to receive an email likely on Friday, maybe the start of next week, from national@zrimarketing.com. And they're going to email you a link for your tickets and let you know how to get into the show and all that good stuff.
We'll be watching for that email. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole. Bye-bye. Plenty. You have like 4 minutes. Is that really a thing? Would you actually get in trouble for it?
Federal post office. They can shoot each other.
Jeez.
What am I trying to say there? Well, hey, it's
Maybe worthwhile. I think it may be worth the trouble. It may be.
well, hey, it'll be worth it because we've got. Jeez. Volume difference.
Mm. Yeah. Megan's making a huge sunflower out of individual rocks. That's cool.
You're not gonna be able to smell it.
I don't think that's the point.
Harder feel like to do, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, in our defense, we've been doing them every single day. We try not to do the same thing. Morning, Melissa. How's Tennessee? Oh, it's going to fly by, Sarah. I'm so excited for you. Do you have new pictures? Morning, Floyd. Morning, Dorinda. Don't be sad face. Oh, I bet it's gorgeous there, Melissa. Are we in the same time zone or are you an hour ahead?
Tennessee?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Morning, Shalala.
What's she doing in Tennessee?
She's on vacation.
We're at in Tennessee. A friend who was in Nashville over the weekend kept bugging me, sending me pictures and stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't go away.
Thought you'd be into it.
Yeah, sure. I'm like, that's what Facebook is for.
We're going to Ripley's Believe It or Not Aquarium today, then Dollywood tomorrow. Oh, that sounds so fun,
We're at
Melissa.
Pigeon Forge.
I want to go to Pigeon Forge. I want a Pigeon Forge shirt so freaking bad. I've almost bought one like secondhand.
Didn't know
They're
they
so
forged
cool.
pigeons, did you? Hey, Nicole.
Yay! Thank you, Sarah. That'll be so much fun, Melissa. Are they yelling in the background? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Ah!
Because they work at the post office. They're in misery.
Oh. Honestique. Oh, they are an hour later, Melissa said. It's 8:20 there.
Really? At Pigeon Forge? KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 721.
A chance of showers to continue, then mostly sunny in the afternoon with highs in the upper 80s. It's 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the forecast and tell you about our chances for more storms tomorrow evening in just 5 minutes.
But Hardy's going to be at the Walmart Amp a week from Thursday on May 30th.
And we've been getting you signed up to win tickets like we're going to be doing all week long, all part of the summer ticket shootout.
So make sure to stop by JR's Western Store before the big show and go get outfitted. Get you something cute.
Okay, we got our winner. Our computer picked our winner for us.
You ready
so,
to call him?
Yeah, let's see if we can get a hold of him.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Well, I hope they answer soon. This is getting painful.
Wow.
Hello.
Hey, Nicole, are you awake yet?
Hey, I'm actually working
Oh, you're
Oh,
already
I'm
at
sorry.
work? Where do you
Wow.
work, Nicole?
at the post office.
Oh, well, then you'll get in trouble for
Oh.
being on the phone, won't you?
Yes. It's fine. It's
Well, hey,
whatever.
it'll be worth it because,
You have just won tickets to go see Hardy.
Perfect.
yeah, he's going to be in concert at the Walmart Arkansas Music Pavilion with Kip Moore and Travis Standing on May 30th, but you knew that already, right?
Yes.
Tell us who's the Four States Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5.
When did the Secret Sound promo stop?
I heard Doofus Head doing it on, why, are you hearing,
One of them played over the weekend.
is it a winter promo?
Yeah.
they go all the way. The last one goes all the way until the 31st.
RDS says nice with D. Daniels, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not in charge of RDS.
That's what I thought.
Let them know, but
My kids were like, "Oh, D. Daniels on right now." And I was like, "No, he's
up
not."
after midnight.
No, this morning when they dropped me off at work. Oh boy, more storms. Yeah. And they're saying some of the ones tomorrow could be severe, but they keep moving them a little bit earlier and a little bit earlier and a little bit earlier. So
Yeah, I really think that it's going to happen earlier in the afternoon. If it has the potential to be significantly severe.
Megan says, I had a premonition Randy played Guy on a Buffalo this morning.
Didn't happen.
Yet.
It's a lie.
Melissa says we didn't hit the time change until we were about an hour away from our destination.
The promo. So what he's done is he's gone in and I guess copied it off to a word file or something.
Well, you know how he feels.
Huh?
Did you know how he feels?
Yeah. So I'm thinking.
Sarah says, if I win concert tickets, would that make me ineligible for the Cardinals package?
Yes.
Yes. Mm. Don't do the eye. You don't need to do the eyes. It's okay. So my weekend started on Saturday. Well, Sunday. I mean, Friday. Let's try this again.
Yay.
Killing it. So on Friday, I get a call from Kyle. And he,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he's over on the highway.
I was right.
And he's like, something is wrong with the car. The
It's
radio.
so weird. You think it must be an alien ship because it just stops.
He was freaking out because he was like, the
Yeah.
radio stopped working. The windows won't go back up. He's like, what do I do? And I was like, that's your alternator.
You
I'm
now
like,
know.
you need to pull over. You need to pull over was what you need to do, like right
Well,
now.
Now, that doesn't mean you should stop driving it or can stop. I mean, it's going to stop.
The car was stopping as actively as he was.
Okay. Then,
Trying to get
yeah.
down the
Yeah,
highway.
pull over, get off the highway.
So he pulls over, and we were able to make a couple phone calls and get the car towed and things like
Did you
that.
go to who I said?
Yeah.
Were they good?
Well, we get the car back today,
Uh-huh.
but they've been super easy to work with.
Okay.
They're who I went to when my Honda was having the issue with the back end about to disconnect.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
they sat me down and they were like, so are you attached to this car?
Yeah.
No.
They will, well, we can't say who per se because we're in the advertising business and we
Yeah.
sell that. So, but yeah, they're what I've heard. I've
Mhm.
never had firsthand experience. But, so what did the alternator cost? Were you able to get a used one? A rebuilt one?
Oh, they said at this point it wouldn't matter. For the Have a good one, Shalala. Sarah says, I won't be trying for any tickets. Then Sarah really wants the Cardinals package.
It's a really good.
It's cool.
I don't say box.
Are they box seats? That's cool. Good morning, Lisa. How you doing? I like how you spelled that out. Shalala. Okay, Megan, I'm going to send you these pictures that I almost sent you this weekend of rain.
There.
She has just been such a joy. We love her so much, Megan. Thank you for letting us have her and love her.
Mahangadine Flummox caught his first fish.
Aw, good job, Mahangading. There you go. Sarah says it would be the best anniversary gift I could give Jason. Our school is out Wednesday for the summer. Frontenac? I think most all the area schools, at least in like Joplin area, are Friday. What is it in Carthage, Dorinda? Is it Friday? And Shalala's gone. Ask about Carl. Okay, look at her snuggling this little fox.
Do I have to?
It's so cute. She's using it as a pillow. Like, how cute is that? She's so cute. Sarah says, Friday, foamy. Is it all day or is it half day for you? My kiddos also have half day. And then the following week's going to be a little crazy because there's no like after school program or summer programs starting yet until the week after. Melissa. Right? Her colors are so pretty. A little brindle pop. Here we go, seg.
KIX 102.5, the four states, #1 per country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
I've got my Jen's Movie Rehab recap right after Dirks Bentley.
On KIX 102.5.
I did not fall asleep during this movie even once.
I bet you did. You like it?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. It's a half day, Sarah. And then is it pool day rest of the day for you? Our kids are going to state in golf, track, softball, and baseball and golf left on Saturday for state. So school closed early for that reason. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
She's
amazing.
They start in summer school.
Really?
They've been out already.
Where we moved from, I guess, yeah. They were out last Tuesday. That was their last day. It feels too soon. Good morning, Debbie. How's it going? Summer on a beach. Me, me. Wow, 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 wow. Good. You have a good weekend? Mm-hmm. 35 seconds. You ready for this?
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. More to KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see mostly sunny skies with highs nearing 90. It's 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in 4 states news in 25 minutes. Also in the next hour,
Wanting to know, what do you always eat all of?
anytime you sit down and start in eating on this stuff, whatever it might be, you always end up eating all of it.
Oh my gosh, I thought I had an entire box of Oreos and
They're
suddenly there's
gone!
not. What happened?
But, of course, for the weekend, we had another assignment for. And in case you don't know, this is where we assign a different movie for Jen to watch over the weekend. Usually one that the rest of us has already seen, and you can't believe she hasn't seen it yet.
Well, that's because before I came to KIX, I really didn't watch a whole lot of movies. And so,
Ever.
really ever. So someone would make a movie reference and I just would never get it.
So we assigned her the movie The Graduate, starring Dustin Hoffman, over the weekend. And she's like, I'd never heard of that movie.
And I loved it. This is the Mrs. Robinson movie. This
Yeah.
is where that entire,
Reference.
persona became an icon, really is what that is. I mean, you say Mrs. Robinson and everyone immediately is like, oh, it's the
Cuckoo, cuckoo, Mrs.
Robinson. Exactly, which is so fun. I loved this movie. And unlike some of the Westerns, I did not fall asleep even once during this
Sleeping
movie.
once in that movie.
But it posed a really big question of, fear of the future and what are you doing after you graduate from college and things like that, which is something that I think a lot of graduates can understand. Is you get to this point where you had your classes picked out for you, you've had advisors, you've had people leading you along, and then you're like, wait, what do I do now?
Apparently you have sex
do
with
I-
a neighbor lady down the street.
Okay, maybe don't do that. When she threw herself at him, relentlessly threw herself at him.
Oh, every boy's nightmare.
And then, oh my gosh, poor Elaine throughout this entire thing. He takes her out on this date and is just awful to her. I was like, what's wrong with you? But then, of course, they make nice and they fall in love or lust, whatever you want to call it. But I thought it was just so profound. One, madly unhealthy, though. The way that he would not leave her alone, was like obsessive with her, stalked her.
Yeah.
Okay, that was too much there, buddy, Benjamin. But
it was the 60s. That was acceptable behavior back then.
okay, sure. But the end, that ending scene, oh my gosh, where they're sitting on the bus and they're laughing and they're like, oh my gosh, we just did that. And they're smiling. And then the camera starts panning out and you see the smiles start to fade and they're like, what did we do? Oh my gosh. Just that bittersweet undertone. I was like, that's the whole movie right there. I loved it.
I hated the ending.
Really?
I hate the ending.
Why?
Because it just kind of goes flump.
Kyle didn't like the ending either. He was like, he
balls
shouldn't
dead.
have gotten it. He shouldn't have gotten the girl the way
Yeah.
he's acting throughout the entire thing. So I thought it was a really great movie. I loved the themes in this movie. I loved the characters in this movie. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it is one of the top movies of all time, so I get that.
If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have.
We'll have
If you haven't, go
another.
see it.
Hey, everyone else has seen it. We'll have another assignment for Jen's movie rehab on Friday.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Words are getting caught in my nose. I never received the email for the tickets. For which show, Debbie?
Which one are you talking about? Was it last week?
Oh, she won Dan and Shay tickets.
That was last week, right?
Uh-huh.
So you will probably be getting them today.
I'm sitting on the deck in a rocker looking at nature while my husband cooks breakfast on the Blackstone. That sounds amazing, Melissa.
What I would do, Debbie, is today, if you don't see anything today, then let us know tomorrow, okay? And we will track that down. The best way to track them down is to call 624-1025, which is our clearance office. And you can say, hey, I'm checking on my Dan and Shay tickets that I won last week. They'll ask your name. They'll go and check in the system, and they can tell you exactly where they sent them to or when they sent them or whatever, or if they've not sent them yet. We can't see all that information here, but we can facilitate that for you.
That's insane. Dot looks part Dalmatian, and then you look at Rain, who looks brindle. She looks like she's got some pit or something in her. Definitely. God, look how tall Shathina is compared to Dot. That's so funny. Rain is very vocal. She's got a much more rough. Rain's very yappy. No. Good job, Dot. Gosh, they look big. Oh, there she goes. I don't know that I have a video of. Sure, I do. Rain barking. Rain is just a noisy little thing. She gets to go in. Oh, my big dogs are outside howling. And Rain just sat and watched them like, what are you doing, guys? I don't think I have any videos of her barking, but she's very, very yappy. Have a great time, Melissa. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Shathina almost looks more hound dog than her siblings. Looks like she got a different daddy. Today is Cher's 78th birthday.
More plastic than person now,
I love her hair. I've always been so jealous of her just long, dark locks. Did you know MTV used to have a tattoo exchange show?
Exchange. How can you exchange tattoos? I guess you do one for them and they do one for you.
Hold on.
I don't remember that. You know they used to play music video.
It's called How Far? Yeah, How Far is Tattoo Far?
I never heard of it. Apparently,
Each-
like all the shows on
Each episode features pairs of friends or family who each have designed a tattoo for the other. And so they can't see it until the very, very end. And this girl, she and her boyfriend went on this show. Oh my gosh.
MTV. Was it one of them of Jaden Smith? Remember the what is the one show, The Impractical Jokers, where they made the one guy get a tattoo of Jaden Smith on his eye. It goes up his side, and it's a real life tattoo of Jaden.
That's funny.
It's hilarious. And he did not know what they were tattooing until it was done. And they're like, "That's so random. Why would you do that?"
No, it's a toilet on her back
Yes.
that says "you dumped."
That's pretty good.
And there's like stuff spewing out of it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. She is just bawling. You must, you have to really, really dislike someone or have some really strong feelings to break up with them that way. To one, go on national television with them. Two, to get the design the tattoo like that.
And then not tell them.
And not
I mean, that's
tell them.
that whole revenge served cold.
Oh my gosh. Keith howls. Oh, that's so cute. See, Rain doesn't howl. The big dogs were howling. She did not join in. She just sat there like, what are we doing, guys?
So I've run into problems with my deck. You know, we were going to work on over the weekend. I was telling Jen, we went and bought deck boards. We started doing this about 4 years ago, I think, where we decided we were going to replace the boards with composite. And composite boards are so expensive that we couldn't afford to buy all of them all at once. So we said, oh, big deal. We'll just buy 10 or boards or however many we can afford each year until we get it done. Hi there, Morning Kicks. It was The Graduate with Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah. See, someone hasn't seen it. You should watch it, though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's one of the, what was it ranked like? Number 14 on the National Film Register's
it's
greatest
up there
of
on the
all
list.
time. Yeah.
Yep.
Rated R. There is some nudity, but it's a good movie.
Very brief. At least
Well, now you're not going to picture him. This is him as a teenager.
Yeah, he was
so
young
it was
in this
very,
one.
very young. This is an old movie. Yeah, 1967, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You can stream it for free on Freevee. Yep.
Thanks.
Yep. Have a good one. You
Bye.
too. Bye.
So anyway, we started doing that, and Friday night we went over to one of the box stores.
Hold on. We got to go.
KIX 102.5, the four states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see gradually clearing skies today. Sunshine near 90. It's 65 in Joplin.
Way too excited for a Monday.
And what's wrong with being excited on a Monday? I like to bring some shine to Monday.
Shine?
Not moonshine.
I was like, wait a minute.
Don't give me that look.
That could change your whole Monday. I don't know if that's a good sign, though, if you're drinking before 10
Not
a.m. on a
drinking.
Monday morning.
That's not what's going on here. I just want to bring some sunshine and happiness on a Monday.
Yeah, you're just great. That's the first
Thank
thing I like
you.
to hear is that. In fact, for any of the people, you know what? There is a certain type of person who's like, "Hi, welcome to the week, welcome to Monday," and you just want to stab him in the eye with a pencil.
Okay. I'm sitting way too close for that.
Yeah. So I thought we need to salute the people like you.
Thank
and
you.
Other wood chipper Monday morning people. No, people who are exceptionally over the top, happy, and excited on a Monday deserve their own salute as the real American heroes they are.
This station presents Real American Heroes.
Real American hero.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Chipper Monday Morning Coworker.
Mr. Chipper Monday morning coworker.
To the rest of us, Monday represents the end of 2 days of freedom. But to you, it's the start of a new week, new beginnings, a day of optimistic opportunities for making the world a better place.
Say happy Monday one more time, I'll punch you.
What the heck are you on anyway?
Yeah,
Are you
Jan.
sure that's coffee made in your coffee? Yeah.
So when the one-man glee club greets you with, "Who's a Mr. Monday Grumpy Head?" try to resist the urge to throw him in a wastebasket and kick him down the stairs because he's just Mr. Chipper Monday Morning Coworker, a real American hero.
Mr. Chipper Monday morning coworker.
See you next Tuesday, loser.
And pray that they're not.
But sunshine, but stuff.
So yeah, we go over to one of the box stores and we get some of these boards. We only needed 4 more to complete the deck. It's all we need. 4 more 8-foot long boards.
Morning, Romelda.
And we buy them and go home. And the next day, after I get done with the race and everything, I go out there to go to work on that.
So excited.
And I discover they are a completely different color.
Like not even close.
Not even close. This forest brown is apparently different than Brazilian walnut. So yeah, would be,
I mean, it'd be too dark.
very, very significantly noticeable. Yeah, what we have Brazilian walnut on there. It's a very dark brown. This is more of a light chocolate brown. Does not match at all. Of course, we didn't know that when we were in the store. We didn't have something to compare to. So I take them back, get my money back, and I'm like, "Can we order these?" And they're like, "No, they're discontinued. So do not exist anymore." And even call the company, and they're like, "No, doesn't exist." I'm like, "This is a strange business model you have, I guess." The closest thing they have available is about 4 times the cost per board. So about
Yikes.
$50, $60 a board.
For
And
one board?
you can't buy one. You have to
Of
buy
course.
a package of at least 10.
Of course.
So, and we're like, well, maybe we will because we've got to do the stairway too. So we need some 16-foot long ones for that. Well, they don't come in that size. So after
what do you do?
about 2.5 hours of struggling through this horrible mess, we just said, heck with it. We're not messing with it today. Just shelved that.
Yes, I'm cold.
So
Jimmy
couldn't-
says, can you stain them?
Yeah, but that's the idea, Jimmy. We were trying to get away from that. With composite boards, you don't stain them, you don't paint them, you don't replace them. It's a permanent solution. And that's what we were trying to get away from. Sure, I could go get boards and stain them all day long. And trust me, I would be doing that every single year. We used to do that, and it was year after year after year. And there is no stain that when you put on a flat surface like a deck, that will last longer than 2 years. It just isn't. We've gone through so many different brands, so many different types, and they may say 5-year warranty. Bless Sherwin-Williams' heart. They replaced our deck stain for free multiple times because it broke their warranty until they eventually quit carrying those lines, and so we'd switch to a different line each time. And then also those boards, they rot over time. Like in 10 years' time, the boards were rotting already. I was having to replace them. So I'm
How long
like,
is the composite one supposed to last? Forever?
most of them have a base 25-year warranty. Yeah. And then longer than that. That's just on the color and stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, you may begin to see some fading and stuff. So I don't know.
I
I don't know what we're going to do. We found, and there is no Brazilian walnut, nothing even close. There's Spanish walnut, which is a little bit darker, but it's close enough, I think. I mean, we're just going off what you can see on the website.
Spanish walnut, Brazilian walnut.
Seeing it in person.
Oh, totally different.
You can't tell the variations, but I think it will be in the same family class that it'll be close enough. Now, there is one more box store that we didn't check. I mean, we went to all of them looking. None of them have it.
Where'd you not go?
One particular one here in town that
I'm getting a
Did you
weird
stink
smell,
it?
and I don't know what it is. It's not my coat. I thought
Your
maybe it
body?
was, but it's not. It's not my
this particular lumber hardware type store is closed on Saturday and Sundays. And
Oh,
I'm like,
lame. That's when everyone's doing their stuff.
what? Yeah, so I don't think they're really interested in your do-it-yourselfers. It's more of a contractor's store. So
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of hope. Today is my wife's last day at work. She's there just for a little while today. They're doing an exit interview. So she has quit her job and is getting ready to begin at a new bank in town.
You excited? Everything went okay?
Yeah, went really, really well. Very positive. I mean, she's on her way now. I saw my first cicada over the weekend.
Yeah.
Saw
Just
three of
one?
them.
Oh, 3.
Big ones. These things, the one I saw was about that. I mean, great big wide thing. And he was dead already.
Are you sure it was a cicada?
Yeah. And there was one also in the pool skimmer basket. Cicada soup.
Today's National Bee Day. Oh, that reminds me. We started watching the new season of Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah.
So far, so good. We left off with
How many episodes did you get in?
4, maybe. Maybe a little less than. I don't know that we finished that episode. But they lost one of the piglets.
Oh, so that's the one where she gets so upset.
She didn't seem that upset.
Okay, well then it's not the next episode.
Oh, okay.
Which she plays a much, much bigger role in this season. I think mainly because Gerald's gone.
Probably. She was cracking me up, though, when they were trying to go and make the pig pen. And those stinking doors, they're like, oh, you got to put this one here. And
Yeah, well, they placed them wrong to where they couldn't open their gates. They put their gates wrong to where it's impossible to open them both at the same time.
And so they open one and the pig gets in. And they're like, no, we're trying to get the other one. Okay, they're already doing it. Oh, it was so funny. And Caleb and Jeremy are doing their farm versus unfarmed profit.
Yeah.
Caleb's already like 70,000 in the hole, and
Oh, it gets crazy.
Dorinda says it's trying to verify it's not going through.
What?
She's trying to get entered for the Cardinals package. It's not working. Oh, Jimmy says mine didn't go through either. Did the same to me.
Okay, let's go look and see. I guess we'll have to enter. You want to do that? Also, guys, the Silver Dollar City road trip 4-pack of tickets is up right now. Are you entering?
Yes. Top of the hour. All right, so on to verifying. Success. Your entry's been received.
So, guys, it is working. The contest is working. You might try clearing your cookies cache or try a different browser if you've got one.
Restart the device that you're on.
Or maybe try on a different device.
It does say I can't re-enter for another 16 hours. So if you've entered within the last 16 hours, maybe that's it.
You might be blocked out. Oh. Okay.
We'll see. We'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon with highs in the upper 80s. Clear skies and low 70s tonight. We'll see sunshine tomorrow morning with maybe some storms late in the afternoon, some of which could be severe overnight on Tuesday and into Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be a little cooler as well, as we see a high near 75.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is still showing some clouds over the 4 states.
63 in Fairview, 67 in Pittsburgh, 69 in Joplin. Now sign up for severe weather alerts. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're wanting to know, what do you always eat all of?
You have like one Thin Mint, and the next thing you know, you're like, what happened to my box? It's empty. I just wanted two.
Eating a little Girl Scout's arm all the way up to the elbow.
So tell us what you always eat all of.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Luke Bryan.
On KIX 102.5.
They meant the Silver Dollar City.
That's what I signed up for.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Cardinals.
Nope. Silver
Nope.
Dollar City.
She signed up for the Silver Dollar City, so it is working too. Again, try those things that I said. Yes, we checked Silver Dollar City. It is working. Your stuff's not working. Dorinda.
Yeah, there wasn't even like a delay. It verified for a second, then it was good.
Try try a computer instead of your phone, or try your phone instead of computer, or try clearing your cookies. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Morning, how are you guys doing today?
Good. Want to know, what do you always eat all of?
Bag of caramel corn.
Oh,
my
any
gosh.
kind of popcorn is very addictive. You can just smell it in another room. I've got to go in there and get some of it, or all of it, or I mean all of it. Yeah.
I like a good buttery popcorn, but you give me a bag of that caramel corn, it's gone.
You know, I'm thinking everything is a little bit better with caramel. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Randy. Thanks, you too.
Thanks. That's right there.
That's
He
fun.
defined it.
He got it. I'm at work. Can't you? Well, wait till you get home, Dorinda. It's not going anywhere.
Yep.
Yep. Debatable, but okay. I like kettle corn. We're pretty well done with the weather this morning, right?
Should we redo the forecast? You're laughing at the fact that he said it's better with caramel.
Yeah, and yeah.
Some of that what we were talking about on Friday, I think.
Ooh. I saw you write that. I was like, I don't know that I'll have time to get my blue out of my hair before we go to Margaritaville. No, I'm just ready for it to be out. Okay. I just love these conversations that we have. I think I want to get a bleach. Just bleach it and call it good.
Yep.
I thought about putting a red over it because red cancels out blue. It's really easy.
I did mine. I bleached mine over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting my nose
Naturally.
waxed before we go too.
Good.
I know. Oh, I know.
Getting it waxed?
Yeah.
You're not going to do it yourself?
The lady who does my brows, you can add it on for super cheap. So she's just gonna do it for me. I'm gonna get my brows done beforehand and my nose waxed. And
I'm letting mine get a little longer before I do it.
Yeah.
I decided since I couldn't do anything else on the deck to go ahead and pressure wash over the weekend, which was originally what I was going to do. I did not plan to do the deck stuff until Friday night. We just happened to be like over in that area and been like, hey, let's just go see. And sure enough, we got all the wrong stuff and wrecked my weekend plans and ruined everything. So I ended up pressure washing after all. And I was trying to get the mildew off the soffits of the sunroom, the solarium, and I didn't have a sprayer that would work, so I ended up putting it up there by hand, and it just dripped all over me. Ruined a shirt and some cutoffs. So, I mean, they were just like bleach spots everywhere.
if you wore the right shirt, it could have been really cool.
Yeah. It burned my hands a little bit, which normally I don't react to bleach, but I was wearing this watch. But you can see the difference a little bit in color.
Oh my gosh, Megan, I finally did that at Mother's Day. It was great. And Kyle's like, what died in our bathroom?
So I'm just hearing I finally did that on Mother's Day. What died in our bath? So I'm assuming she finally was able to clear that blockage.
Shave my legs. I hadn't done it since the wedding. So. Brenda says, where's my cookie to clear?
Cookie declare?
You told her to clear her cookies or her cache. She wants to know where's the cookie at.
Usually you can do that on Chrome by hitting Control-Shift-Delete, and it'll let you clear that. You'll have to go into your settings.
3 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:09.
We'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon with highs in the upper 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're talking about, what do you always eat all of?
623-1025. No matter what it is, you know that when you sit down with this, you're going to wipe it out.
623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Sam Hunt.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
As soon as I said it, I was like, he already said that, Jen. Just go.
Yeah, if you'll go into your browser settings, Megan, there is a clear
Megan.
cache,
Dorinda.
clear cookies. Oh, I thought Megan was asking about this one.
No. Megan was saying she needs to shave her legs. Then she said the Easter Bunny. Mm-hmm.
There is nothing on TV this week.
Dorinda says, I'm on my iPhone, ding dong.
Well, I don't know then. I don't have an iPhone. I'm not an iPhone expert.
I don't know how to do it on the iPhone settings.
The only good show coming out this week is one called Trying. It's on Apple. And if you have Apple TV, if you've not seen this show, you will love it. It is one of the coolest, most endearing shows I've ever seen.
Trying.
Trying.
What's it about?
It's about a man and a woman who are boyfriend and girlfriend. I think when it starts, I think this is the 3rd season of it. I'm pretty sure. And I think the 1st season is them moving in together. And then they decide the struggles of that whole deal. And at some point they decide they want to have a baby. They start trying to have a baby in the 2nd season, I believe. And can't. So realize they can't, and the struggle of that, and then they decide they're going to adopt. And that's a whole thing. Maybe
So
this
they're always
is
trying to do something.
they're always trying. And finally they do find the perfect little girl, only to discover she has a brother, and they decide they don't want to separate the two of them. So they get the two of them finally, and there's a whole bunch of hurdles to overcome, and it's hilarious. The show it's a comedy, and it is one of the funniest things. And then they decide they're going to get married, and there's a lot of struggles around that, and they're about to lose their house and their apartment, and it sounds pretty tragic now that I'm listening to the description of it.
It really does.
But it's hilarious. It's a funny show and very endearing. And
Who's in it?
it's a British show, so you
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
know the actors. But you would when you see them. You'd be like, oh, yeah, I've seen that guy before, and I think I've seen her before, and,
Mhm.
you know. And then right as they get married and everything, discover she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're coming back in. They're this very, very, very mixed family, but it's an awesome, awesome show. And it's very addictive. I'm excited it's finally coming out with this next season.
Trying.
It's up there with Clarkson's Farm. Sometimes the British do put out some good stuff.
Esther Smith. I love her. Oh, it's Imelda Staunton. Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
You don't know who that is. You don't know who she played. She was in Harry Potter. Gosh, what was the character's name that she played in Harry Potter? It was. It's gonna drive me crazy. Umbridge. Dolores Umbridge. Yeah, she's a great actress. I've seen Robin before too. Who is she? She plays Jennifer or Jen in the show.
It's been over a year since the last season. But it's that significant that I remembered it and have it saved and have been watching for it. But that's the only thing. Everything else is documentaries this week for some reason. They got the
Documentary.
story of Lollapalooza on Paramount Plus. Big deal. Perry Farrell. Marvel Studios assembled the making of X-Men 97 on Disney. So what?
You're not excited?
Stax, Soulsville, USA. It's the rise and fall of Stax Records on HBO. Who cares? So
Not
really
Randy.
nothing good's going to be out this until maybe the weekend.
Megan says she eats all her queso every time. Queso sounds good. Kyle and I got sushi for dinner on Friday, and it was delightful.
We went and bought root beer and ice cream and had floats. I had
That's
this
fun.
weird craving for carbonated soda. I don't ever do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink soda. But for some reason, I was really craving it.
20 seconds. All right, so not Megan. Now you got me doing it. Dorinda said she couldn't see anything about cookies or cash. Just browser history, deleted that, still doing the same.
I would try a computer, Dorinda.
She says, if I close the KIX app, go back into contest, and go straight to verifying and will not restart.
You're on the
2
KIX
seconds.
app.
Hold on.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen
It's Morgan Wallen.
on KIX 102.5. Dorinda, try going to your browser and go to the website. Try doing it that way. Or better yet, just wait until you get to a computer. It's Apple, so that's why.
You're on the KIX app doing it?
Which, ideally, within the KIX app, if you click on something like that, it should open a browser window.
Yeah.
But
Let me see.
I don't know. Or try to find a more backward way of doing it.
Oh, okay.
So this is really weird. I was reading about this. Did you know that organ transplant recipients end up absorbing personality traits from their donors?
What?
So
How?
I remember this movie I watched about a guy who had, it was eyes. He received the eyes from a murderer, a serial killer. As they were executing him, they harvested the guy's eyes and gave them to this blind guy. And he began seeing things weird and wanting to kill people and all that. It's an old horror movie. It was kind of stupid. And I thought, well, that's dumb. But researchers from the University of Colorado School of Medicine conducted a cross-sectional study. And they said 89% of respondents reported some form of personality change post-transplant. 89%. That's almost all of them. Some had shifts in mood and temperament. Some had a change in their food preferences or level of physical activity. Some noticed an increase in social interactions, while others experienced anxiety, depression, or mood swing. Doesn't sound too weird until you hear this. One recipient described having realistic dreams of being shot point blank after receiving the heart of a police officer killed in the line of duty. He said, a few weeks after I got my heart, I began to have dreams. I would see a flash of light right in my face, and my face gets real, real hot. It actually burns. Then,
How would a heart be able to hold on to?
one young boy who received the heart of a deceased toddler suddenly refused to play with his Power Ranger toys, the same one his donor had been trying to reach when it fell from a window, leading to his tragic death. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 818.
We'll see sunshine today with highs in the upper 80s at 69 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes. But we're talking about, what did you eat all of?
Yeah, when it's in front of you, you're just going to scarf all of it down.
No matter what it is, you can tell us at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
What do you always eat all of?
Of caramel corn.
Oh my
Any
gosh.
kind of popcorn is very addictive. You can just smell it in another room. I've got to go in there and get some of it.
Absolutely. absolutely.
Or I mean all of it.
But when it's caramel, it's even better. I mean, I like a good buttery popcorn, but you give me a bag of that caramel corn and it's gone.
I'm thinking everything is a little bit better with caramel. Hey, Jen.
Randy,
What?
don't even. You know what you're doing.
What do you always eat all of?
When I was about 7 months pregnant, we had my baby shower, and only 6 people showed up, so we never served the ice cream. So I sat and ate an entire gallon of chocolate ice cream by myself in about 3
Aw.
hours.
Well, honey, as long as you didn't cry while you were eating it, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Besides, the baby needed it.
I'm all about using the baby meat a bit. He loved it.
What do you always eat all of?
Cinnamon Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Or as they're better known, the heroine of Girl Scout cookies.
Yes, it's terrible.
Those girls in the Walmart parking lot, they see me coming.
And they get you every time. Every time we walk outside of Walmart, there they are. You go home and relax, there they are.
You look under the couch, there they are. It's creepy.
What do you always eat all of?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Under the couch. Why are they under the couch?
Okay, so we were talking about people picking up personality traits from organ donor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it won't work for me either on the app. Won't work for me either on the app.
We need to let them know that. Researchers theorize that donated organs themselves could carry memories, personality traits, and personal preferences from the original donor in the form of cellular memories. This is apparently really a thing.
Which, I mean, I've heard of this before with like domestic violence survivors and things like your body remembers the things that you went through.
So they say these memories and traits could then get transferred to the organ recipient, almost like downloading a new operating system. So that idea of the movie of the guy, the serial killer eyes and stuff, I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people would be very thankful to receive a new organ that could save their life or change their life. But it might make you want to know, who did this come from? Who were these people?
Right. Oh my gosh. Do you remember that movie where the woman dies and her heart is transplanted to another woman who meets the first woman's husband and they fall in love?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with exactly right. And
It's
we
like
think
that.
this is a stupid fantasy fiction thing, but
Maybe.
maybe not.
I mean, if it's enough to make like someone get kind of murdery or a toddler not want to play with a certain toy, why could feelings not be in there like that?
The excuse of the future is going to be like, it's not my fault, officer. My donated spleen made me do it.
Yeah, there you go. Megan wants to know, if someone got a pig valve, are they going to oink sometimes or squeal when they're poked?
Suddenly, I have a strange craving for truffles. Let me know when someone gets a transplant and then remembers where they buried the money from the bank robbery. That'll be
Yeah. Megan says they do precondition us. That's wild, though. I never would have imagined anything other than maybe a brain could actually hold the memories. Like maybe the feeling of something your body could remember, but like, I don't know. Actual memories is wild.
My daughter just texted me. Miss you, Dad. Hope you're having a good day.
Oh, that's nice.
Keep missing.
Jeez. Do we want to talk about Diddy?
About him beating up on his girlfriend and everything?
So there's that. For 8 years, Diddy has insisted that he never laid a hand on his girlfriend at the time, Cassie Ventura. They settled some stuff out of court, whatever. A video has come out of him absolutely beating up his girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. But his son also released a 50 Cent diss track during all of this. And in the diss track, his son is talking a lot about the raid on his dad's homes and things like that. And his son point blank says, they didn't find anything because they didn't check the homes next door. We bought up the neighborhood. What?
What does
What?
that mean?
So the raids on Diddy's homes were on only specific homes.
What were they looking for?
The proof that he was like trafficking and soliciting women and things like that. Morning, Tiffany. Why would you out your family that way, though?
His son?
Yeah.
Because maybe he doesn't like him?
He likes him. That's why he's attacking 50 Cent, because 50 Cent has been attacking Diddy throughout this whole thing.
You didn't find out because we hit it all. Wait a minute. I shouldn't have said that.
I'm like, why would you be like,
Is that what he
haha,
did?
you guys didn't find it because you didn't look at the houses next door. Diddy done, I know. They say your brain lives on for about 7 minutes after death.
I don't know about that.
'Cause,
There is some proof, though, that guillotine victims may be consciously aware, able to think and process and everything like that for up to 2 minutes.
after getting their heads chopped off?
This is one of the reasons why the Khmers in Cambodia, their way of dealing with their enemies would be they decapitate them and stick their heads on poles so that they could see down where their bodies were laying down there, and stuff. And others throughout history, one of the reasons they would put the heads on poles is so they could watch.
I thought they were making an example out of them when they did that.
And on to more colorful conversation. Good news for you if you've got neighbors with leaf blowers. I, Friday, was home, and I kept hearing this loud noise from next door. And I'm trying to record and can't. So finally, I went outside just to see what the heck's going on. What is making all the noise? What heavy construction are they doing? It wasn't next door. It was 2 houses down, and it was a leaf blower. This guy was out there cleaning off the street down the road from us. Why? I don't know. But I couldn't believe how loud that stupid thing was. It was a gas-powered one. Well, a team of engineering students at Johns Hopkins University has now invented a silencer attachment for leaf blowers. It fits over the end of the blower and dampens the specific frequencies blasted out by the motor without reducing the force of air. They compare it to a silencer for a gun or a muffler for a car.
Right.
They say that the specific annoying sound frequencies are 94% quieter.
Wow.
Overall noise is reduced by about 35%. Black & Decker has already picked up the patent on it and say it won't be on the shelves for a few years.
Oh.
It won't be on the blower. You had to pay extra for this.
Of course you do.
That blows, but not in a good way. So here's a little audio example. First, without the silencer. And then with the silencer. So that was without and with.
Play it again.
Without and with.
Oh, okay.
Sounds more like a vacuum cleaner with.
Yeah.
The
I
other
guess
one,
I
it sounds
expected
like
more
a
than that, but
jet turbine.
better than it was.
Now you'll only have to yell at your neighbor half as loud for waking you up with the stupid thing. Hey, turn it down.
Turn it down.
It's too loud out there.
Yeah, man, turn it down.
I saw over the weekend they announced the Squid Games season 2 is coming in December.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that. Is there a trailer or anything with it?
I haven't seen that. I just saw the announcement.
Details have surfaced. Okay.
I'm not excited. I also saw this weekend The Strangers Chapter 1 dropped in theaters. And it looks, it looks like a really bad remake of the original story. Here's the first thing. There's only been 2 Stranger movies. Okay? The first Strangers, the second Strangers. The first one was a horrific but really well-made movie. It was really well done. It's on our list for you to watch eventually. It's one of my scariest horror movies ever to me.
Yeah. Oh, this is the one with you told me about this one. I don't want to see this one.
So, and then the second one is all the gratuitous violence from the first one without the story. So once you've seen the first one, there's no need to see the second one. Now they've got this one, which is just them remaking the first one.
Oh.
It says, find out where they came from. Find out the story behind the Strangers. No, it doesn't. It's the exact same story. Maybe a few other scenes added outside of the whole killing house and everything. But I'm like, and it's not even, I watched the trailer. Does not even look done well.
Wow.
If also came out on Friday.
Yeah.
I'd
the one
kinda
where they
like
could see
to see
the
that.
imaginary friend. I want to
Yeah,
see that
it's
one.
the number 1 movie this weekend. I get enough of Ryan Reynolds off of YouTube ads for his stupid
Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile.
I've got to pay and I don't want to pay. Oh, no. Started today for you.
What did? It's on here?
Right here.
Oh, well. That's a commercial. That's not live. So they must be running it as a commercial. That's fine. Just move it down if you will. I don't want it to be right up against our. Although they may want it that way. Okay. Yeah. So leave it there.
I mean, it says it's endorsement.
Okay.
Spot for endorsement, so it might change to a live read. Huh. So this goes through 6/9.
So they had the first, the oldest man to go into space happened over the weekend. Yesterday, in fact,
Wasn't
on
it
the Blue Origin.
what's his face? Khan.
No.
What was
It
it?
was before that.
Yeah.
William Shatner. You
William
mean? Con. It's not a con. It's real.
Shatner.
Ed Dwight, who was the first black man to train as an astronaut in the 60s, but had never gotten to go to space, finally went, and he's 90.
Good for him.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 833.
Wanting to know, what do you always eat all of?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Carly Pearson, Chris Stapleton.
On KIX 102.5.
Here's another weird thing from scientists. They say the human brain has been shrinking. over the past 11 or 12 generations, and no one can figure out why. Because we don't use all of it? Maybe?
Probably. I could see that. Or there's with all the technology, there's not necessarily a need for all the brain function.
Maybe we as humans are just getting fatter and our brains just appear smaller. They say scientists can't figure it out. Well, that's because their brains are smaller.
Obviously. Wow, Paul McCartney is officially a billionaire.
Yeah.
First British musician worth £1 billion. That's wild.
Because of Beyonce recorded Blackbird, and he gets all the royalties from that.
At her country album?
I don't know.
Did you see that Fazoli's closed?
Here?
Yeah, out of the blue.
No! Why?
They just put up a sign on their door one day and said, okay, we're closed.
What the heck? I hadn't been there in years, but I liked it. I just never think of it. They never advertised or did any kind of marketing whatsoever.
It says, it's been a pleasure serving our guests who have become friends and family over the last 25 years.
Blah, blah,
but
blah.
It's time to say our goodbyes. We're incredibly grateful for your support throughout the years and want to assure you that this decision was not taken lightly.
Well, it will be by us.
I was just there like 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Always thought, at least on the weekends, I always saw that they usually had pretty good.
Yeah, they had a decent crowd when I was there. And they had gluten-free noodles. So they're gone, but Red Lobster and Joplin survives another week.
Another week?
Well, I'm just saying, not all the other ones are closing, but they've closed some of them, but not the ones here.
Why do you think it'll just be a week?
No, I think it'll be longer than that, but I was really just using that as the saying.
Oh.
Megan says, stop yawning.
I can't.
You yawn, it makes
really
me yawn.
Fighting it today.
All right, 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:37.
We'll see mostly sunny skies today with highs in the upper 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app and the KIX website and vote for the songs that you want to hear.
But we're talking today about what do you always eat all of?
Like if it's in front of you, it's going to be completely gone when you're done with it.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
What do you always eat all of?
It was like a triple chocolate cheesecake one year for Thanksgiving.
Oh, my gosh.
But I was so nauseated afterwards because it was too rich.
Well, apparently it wasn't too rich. I mean, you did eat the whole thing.
Had it with a cup of black coffee.
They'll balance out the sweetness. I get it.
You know, black coffee helps rinse the palate whenever you're eating something sweet. So maybe that's why I was able to do it.
Rinse the palate just sounds...
Just rinse it.
Sounds like something you used Drano for, right?
What do you always eat all of?
I got to go rinse my palate. Hold on.
2 dozen donuts yesterday.
Really? Why?
I just started at the sheriff's office, and apparently...
You had a quota to fill.
I know. So 2 dozen donuts yesterday. I was so sick, I pretty much just laid around on my entire day off.
Yeah, it's got to be a really expensive habit.
Well, I work at the donut shop part-time,
Oh!
so I would say so.
That's even better. Is that like an initiation rite or
I
something?
guess so, yeah. What do you always eat all of?
A whole block of cheese.
When you say block, do you mean like a city block of cheese?
Like just a regular old block you get at the store. It was a dare in 5th grade, and I was dumb enough to do it.
I bet that blocked you up for a couple of days.
Oh, it was rough.
Ew.
What do you always eat all of?
Well, does drinking a whole gallon of pickle juice on a dare count.
Oh my God.
Disgusting. You know, if I didn't know that dill pickle juice was good for nausea, I would think it would have caused it.
I mean, at least that much would have caused it.
Well, I guarantee you, I wasn't cramping for a long, long time.
Hair Midol can help with that too. Jeez. So, okay. So what physical effects were the, never mind.
What do you always eat all of?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 per country.
KIX 102.5.
You gotta help.
You need to do voice tracks.
Thank you for reminding me. I told you, I was like, no, it's not till the following week, but it is. It's this next one. I'm all confused because I'm taking off Friday, but then we're gone for the NBAs on the 31st. Well, we'll be here, kind of. But we've got to do both days, but I'm not scheduling for the 31st until Tuesday.
Okay.
That's Tuesday.
What if I took next Tuesday off? Had a longer vacation the other way. Because the kids don't have school or anything that week.
To me, that kind of wrecks it when you have to come back for one day and then
2 days. Well, 3 days. No, 2 days.
we have to do the 31st show sometime. And today we need to start working on the 27th if we're going to do it like that.
I think that's the smart way to do it, honestly. So we need to wait for you to put the stuff in before we can start working on it?
No.
Oh, I guess if we're doing it throughout it, yeah. You're right. See, Megan said it to you. Red Lobster next.
Does always seem to be things in a triple, doesn't it?
Did someone already use it? I have it. I see it right there. Can we do it?
It's because I'm not signed into KIX. Oh, so I took my guitar, which I've been struggling with, and I decided to put it on the shelf until I could get it worked on. So I took it to my tech on Friday to see about how long. I figured it would probably be a 2 to 3 month wait because
Right.
they're always so covered up and stuff, and see what it was going to cost and everything, only to find that he's no longer doing that anymore. They don't have a replacement and no plans in the future for hiring one either. So
So what
I'm
are you
like,
going to do?
I don't know. just more of the, I don't know what's been going on here lately, but everything I try to undertake is just roadblock.
Right.
I talked to a buddy of mine that I play with. He's a bass player, one of our bass players, and he's really, really good tech. I mean, he can solder on circuit boards and stuff. He's that good.
Cool.
And he said, hey, I'll help you with it. So, and I said, well, I don't know how to do the wiring. He goes, we can hook up. He goes, I've got a ohm meter that we can go through and check signal path and everything. So he understands all that. He said, what we can do is take your Barocha, which you really, really like. He goes, it's identical to what we're going to be doing. He said, so we can take that apart and look at the signal path, the wiring path on that. He said, it might be a little difficult to figure out, but we'll get it and we'll just duplicate it on this one. I'm like,
Nice.
so I've got to order that stuff, which is not really expensive. I think for a 6-way switch costs like $15.
Oh, that's
and
not
for
bad.
the pot is like $30. So,
Cheaper than I would have assumed.
no, the parts are always never the parts that are expensive.
The labor. Jimmy says thundering in Frontenac. Oh yeah, there's a little Frontenac. There's some stuff popping up around Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think it's dying just as quickly as it's done. So our forecast is still accurate.
My phone went off saying that we should expect rain soon. Megan's getting thunder down there too. I think it's all just dissipating though. None of it's going to be very strong. What do you always eat all of? Oreo cookies, pasta, tacos. The thing, Debbie says.
The thing. Debbie eats all of the thing.
All of the thing. Debbie Dinger. Doozy of a dinger. There was one scene in The Graduate where his parents get him the scuba diving costume, and they want him to come out and like show off to their friends and stuff. And I was like, how many people know this scenario? Especially when you're like a kid, not when you're 20 years old. And he was definitely an only child, you know? Okay, I need you to stop.
Can't help it.
Excuse me. Sorry, Megan. Jimmy says, I.
Aye.
Ay. All the live long day. $30 seconds. Thundering and Frontenac. All right, you ready?
Sort of.
I'm having cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Oh, that sounds so good, Jimmy. 3.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 848.
We'll see mostly sunny skies today with highs in the upper 80s. It's 69 in Joplin.
And we've got the morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just 5 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app and the KIX website and let us know what songs you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking about what do you always eat all of?
Like if it's put in front of you, you are scarfing it all down.
623-1025.
What do you always eat all of?
Pan of brownies.
An entire pan of brownies.
Okay, I got to ask why.
It was 2 years ago, and I was breastfeeding newborn child. We just made the pan of brownies like right before bed, and we each had just one. And then I ate the whole pan.
You needed to replenish all of those life giving nutrients and blah, blah, blah that you had depleted while breastfeeding.
We woke up the next morning, and my husband was like, what happened to the brownies? I was like, I don't know.
You should have blamed it on the dog.
Well, we didn't have a dog, so I couldn't use that.
The baby ate them. You should have blamed it on the baby.
Technically, the baby
Technically,
did.
it did. I mean, in a roundabout way.
What do you always eat all of?
With a can of olives, any kind of olives.
Can't stand olives.
Which ones do you like the best? Like the green or the black or
Black
what?
olives, green olives, and whatever. I could eat a whole can of it in one sitting.
You are an equal olive opportunist.
Uh-huh.
Do you like yours with the jalapenos in the
Oh,
center?
the pimentos,
Or
yes.
pimentos or
I
whatever it
love
is.
me some olives.
It's just all this gross.
I'm thinking of Kalamata olives right now.
You can't even tell, Jen. You can't. I don't know how you're doing. I haven't seen you slip one of them.
Would
so
you
that's
stop
pretty
it?
surreptitious.
What do you always eat all of?
Nutella.
Oh, yes. I love Nutella.
Put it on toast or anything.
I tell my boyfriend it's like crack. Like, stay away from it. It's horrible.
Yeah, but don't snort it up your nose, though. That'd be weird. Wait a minute. Did she say crack or crap?
Crap or...
Because it does look a lot like...
Granny, that's
What?
gross.
What
What
did
do you always eat all of?
My friends at college, we were having a hot dog eating contest, and I told them I could down a whole bunch of them in 2 minutes flat, and they didn't believe me, so they tied me, and I ate hot dogs and bun, 28 of them in 2 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Holy cow.
No offense, though.
They were in complete awe and shock, but I was definitely sicker than the dog.
Yeah, hot dog.
I had to drink pretty much a whole bottle of Pepto-Bismol, and I was pretty much curled up in my bed the rest of the day.
Oh, the things we do for acceptance, right?
What do you always eat all of?
623-1025 to text us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Meanwhile, we got the Morning Kicks takeover starting in just 4 minutes.
On the 4's #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Like, got to do the whole number. I'm really about half asleep right now. I don't know why. I slept
Butt stuff.
really well last night. Okay, so tomorrow, I think a much better topic, but we're talking about what were you not allowed to touch at your house. I love this. I mean, besides your siblings.
There was a Christmas candle growing up that we were not allowed to touch. And so when no one was looking, or if I had to get up to pee in the middle of the night, I would run my finger down the side of it.
You weirdo.
And so now me at 34 years old, the candle's got like little strips down it from where our nails have
Jen
torn the wax
marks,
off.
Jen scars.
Skin scars.
All right, so we'll talk about that, plus have more Hardy tickets to give away.
And oh my gosh, did you hear about the killer whales attacking the yacht?
Yes. So this is the thing that's happening in the Mediterranean right now. Killer whales, orcas, are attacking yachts and ships and sinking them.
Are they eating the people on board?
No, all the people are getting away.
Because
but
they're hunters, they're carnivorous. People forget that.
So they are, they're just sinking the ships. They're attacking them. You're gonna, this is getting weird. Stop it.
Anyway, have a great day.
Hey. Got me a little whale of a time and wanted to eat it.
Whale.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Blow it out your blowhole. All right.
That old
So
blowhole.
I think before anything explodes, we must.
Bye. Have a great day.